All right, so it's been a while. Sorry about that. I've been doing some construction in the house, so that was an ordeal. Still a little bit going on, but the patch notes dropped. So the patch notes have changed 40 cards, and I'm super interested in what they've changed. So we're going to go over the whole table of contents, patch notes, everything together. Alrighty. This is our first major update to the game. It is a big one. There's a new expeditions mode, 40 plus card updates, and a bunch of technical improvements. Let's break it all down. Alright, what we got going on here? Expeditions, that's the draft. Quick known card updates. Watch list. Ooh. Kinda interested in the watch list. In-game deck, expect deck builder. Okay. Expeditions. If you guys haven't seen the video, go ahead and watch the video. It explains the whole expedition system with the draft mode. I could link this in the description if you'd like to watch it. It's kind of like the Hearthstone solo expeditions, kind of like fucking what's it called? Any of the solo content you can buy for Hearthstone, where you pick 3 cards at a time after a round. It's like that, mixed with the arena mode. I never played much Magic the Gathering, so I don't know if there's a Magic the Gathering equivalent to this, but that is the gist of it. And after you win, you can change out a card. It's pretty interesting. It pays itself off because you're guaranteed a champion at the end, and it costs 4,000 to play. During the preview patch, we will get it for free, I believe. As a bonus for playing the preview patch, all of your expeditions this week are on us. Select expeditions from the play tab and use the free expedition token or the 8,000 shards that have been added to your inventory to embark. So that's cool. We get to, test it out for free. Quick note on card updates. What do we got going on here? Before we get to the good stuff, we'd like to ask you to bear with us as we wax philosophical and give our important disclaimer. You should not expect this number of changes at one time to be the norm. Legends of Runeterra is still very active in development, which goes for the cards just as much as the features, bugs, polish, etc. That said, the scope of these changes reflect a core tenet of our design philosophy that we want to be super transparent about. We want Legends of Runeterra to always feel fresh, and think card updates are a key way to achieve that. We're intentionally trying a lot of things before... Oops, sorry. Had a big cough. Sorry. Intentionally trying a lot of things for launch so we can find a sweet spot for the amount of change that happens at once. Ideally, these updates are exciting, but not overwhelming, and lead to feeling that there are always new decks to discover, but not entirely different game to learn. You may have seen our recent articles diving into our progression philosophy and reward numbers. We'll eventually do something similar for our balance philosophy. We are not quite ready yet. Like we said, this patch is more about ongoing development and less about live balance. For now, here's an extreme summary of our high-level goals for balance. Every champion should have a deck where they fit the best. I kinda agree, kinda don't agree. I feel like you should be able to mix and match champions the way you see fit. Like, maybe you have one champion for one win condition in your deck and one for another. Yeah, it's probably not the best deck, but you should be able to do that with moderate success. But I also do see that champions fit a certain specific niche. Kind of like League of Legends itself. Like, you pick Morgana for, a Black Shield. Stuff like that. Non-champion cards should have at least one deck where they're a good option. Yes, there's a lot of cards off the top of my head which are just trash. Like, actual garbage that I would just never pick, ever. Regions should have at least one competitively viable deck. Yeah, I think that would be nice. It's gonna be hard to do, but it'd be nice to have. The meta should support the widest possible array of competitively viable decks. I agree. We don't want Shaman Stone all over again. To be clear, we definitely won't hit these goals all the time. Yep, that's to be expected. They're meant to be difficult, aspirational targets that we aim for in a never-ending quest to keep improving the game. I like that, okay. Oh! Oh! Oh, I see it! I see it! The change I've wanted! I don't care about that one. I want to see LUX. Oh? I've seen you being creative. What? 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 Oh, okay, it's not this round. Okay. Oh, I was like, what? You gutted her even more. She sucked. Okay. Instead of a 5-mana 5/3 barrier, level up when I've seen you cast 6+ mana of spells in a round, she's a 6-mana 3/4 barrier when I've seen you cast 6+ spells, or 6+ mana of spells in general. So, okay. Alright, I like that. Because 6 in a round was rough. 6 in a round was too much of an investment. If you wanted to level up LUX as soon as you played her, you needed 11 mana, which was not happening 99% of the time because you had other stuff to do. So, I really like that. I don't know if it's good enough. Maybe a 4/4, but definitely better. What does she become? She becomes a 4/5. Wait, when I've seen you cast 6+ spells in a minute. Oh, well, nope, she still sucks. Alright. Alright, she still sucks, boys. Never mind. Got my hopes up. She has to cast 6+ spells of mana to get a fleeting spark. Oh, nope. She's good. She's good. We're going back and forth. Alright, Final Spark's 0 mana now. That makes it worth. Fleeting Spark did not get changed other than the mana cost. No, it's 4 damage instead of 6. But still, 0 mana is much better than 6 mana to play. So, she's alright. She's definitely better than what she was, but what she was the worst champion in the game, so, I mean, better. Guess you call this Lord of Runeterra's very first rework. Iconic character who is falling short of our champion bar a few ways. Tough to build around, yes. Didn't have a great deck to call home. She kind of had one, but she sucked. She wasn't even played, like, you could take her out and she'd still be, or the deck would still be okay. And her dream blasting your hapless foes with multiple final sparks was too difficult to realize. A real shame. Yes, this was the biggest part right here. It was so hard to just invest the mana to do stuff. So pre-change, there's a 5-mana 5/3, 3 health on a 5-mana champion is rough. You can just die just by playing it. Nice it has barrier, but it's barriers for 1 turn. That's the only keyword she has. Then you have to play 6 spells of a 6+ mana of spells in a round, and so you have to have spells that equal up to 6 or more mana to even level her up. When she's level up, she becomes a 6/4, which is better. Then she has to attack, and attacking may just set her up to die to even get a final spark, which costs 6 mana to play. It's just so slow. So she's going to be a little faster, in which her final spark costs 0s, but I've seen you cast 6+ spells of mana in a round to even get the final spark. I think she's still going to be bad, sadly. Now LUX drops later in the game, but with more defensive stats. You gave her 1 extra health, so that's not good enough, I don't think. But it's much less clunky to level up and threatens to take over the game when she does. I doubt it. At the cost of slightly reduced power, Funnel Spark now counts for an excellent price of free. I like that. And you'll get one immediately upon leveling up. to let the light show get started. Where does it say you get one when you level up? Oh, okay, right here. Okay, that helps a bunch. Tap it off, you can now conjure 2 sparks in a single turn. Heck, 3 is technically possible, and we can't wait to see the clips. Overall, Lux should now be much easier to build around and level up, with satisfyingly spectacular results once you do. So, I thought Garen was okay, just as a 6 mana 6/6. They just nerfed his cost and stats by 1, so he's still good, but Garen was a bit too narrow in usage from his old piece or price point. It was often better options in the best fit decks elite, so we had to drop his cost. I mean, I'll take it. I mean, yeah, I wasn't mad with the 6 mana 6/6. 6/6 is very powerful versus Avarosian Hearthguard. So now 5 mana 5/5 just loses to Avarosian Hearthguard, which sucks. But if Avarosian Hearthguard got changed out, I'd like this a lot. But if he didn't, then I think this was worse than what he was. Draven. Ready to just took off 1 damage? He just took off 1 power. That just automatically including giving Archetype Draven was pretty much universally optimal in any Noxus aggro decks or reducing his raw stat power. Yeah, okay. He just nerfed his attack by 1. That's okay. He was pretty damn strong, so. Shen, oh, here we go. Wait, you just nerfed his health by 1? Yeah, you just nerfed his health by 1. Okay, well, Shen's still super good. Shen decks often overload with tools to keep him and his followers alive. Yep, that's the goal. But he had so much health that it was tough to take him out even when opponents got past all the wall tricks. One opposing players be more realistic shot of taking Shen down. He's still super good. I mean, he just nerfed his health by 1. It's not that big of a deal. So, Thresh, okay. Ooh, oof. His level up must be super good. I'm not gonna read it yet. All right, 5 mana 3/5 changed to a 5 mana 3/6. That's good. Still has Challenger. Thresh does not heal when an enemy dies anymore, and you have to see 6 units die, not 3 enemies die. So he becomes the first time I attack this game, summon an attacking champion from your hand or deck. Okay, he just loses the healing and gains 1 permanent life. And then the box. Oh, I thought the box was actually pretty like sleeper OP beforehand, but they changed it. Deal 3 to each enemy that was summoned this round. That's gonna be real weird. I don't know how that's gonna go. Maybe against aggro it's super good, but I mean, it's just shit versus control. It's literally a dead card. Alright, we removed Thresh's old healing effect and bumped his health to compensate. It had some cool play patterns, but also some extremely complex implications that often just frustrated both players. We also want both players to have more room to play around Thresh's level up quest, so we've upped the threshold while extending the counter to units on both sides of the board. Now Thresh players can fully embrace the Shadow Owls, kill my units for fun, and profit toolkit, while opponents have a bit more opportunity to bring Thresh down before he levels up. Plus, Thresh definitely doesn't seem like one to care who's dying, only that there's dying going on. Finally, we've overhauled the box. We've junked its formerly narrow design and replaced it with a new effect that works great with Thresh's Quest and adds another option to the Shadow Isle's best-in-class removal suite. Okay, I saw this Callista change. It's yikes. So, her bonded unit, before she levels up, does not take the damage for her anymore, and she still has 2 life. So, she's basically just gonna sit there on your bench until she levels up, and she's just gonna get mystic shotted to death. So, yeah, kind of sucks. I bond with an ally, grant it +2 +0 while we are bounded. Doesn't take the damage from me anymore. So, when she levels up, bond with an ally, grant it +2 attack while we are bonded. Attack, revive that ally attacking, and reforge our bond. So Callista just got straight gutted because the whole thing about Callista was taking damage for her, so she could actually live because she has 2 health. So, yeah, Callista's trash. Similar motivation to the behind the thresh changes. Callista's old mechanic entailed a ton of complexity for both players. We're looking for a clearer way to achieve similar effects. Callista now features some of the evasion to help her still deal with damage on her own. Plus an ally buff that present opponents from similar quandary, take free damage, or kill the contribute to Callista's class. What is this evasion they're talking about? Listen now features some evasion to help her still deal with damage on her own. What evasion? Oh, she's fearsome. Still gonna get mystic shot to death, so still garbage. Yeah, I don't like that. I don't think anyone's gonna play this. I think that's actually pretty bad. We'll have to see. Elise. Okay. Oh wait, that's just a spell change. Oh. Okay, I thought this card was actually pretty good, just in general. So, it was very niche, but it was pretty good. If you watch my Demacian card review video, I talk about this, and how it's a pseudo replacement for Relentless Pursuit. Oh, actually got nerfed. Never mind. I'm dumb. Completely ignore what I just said. She got nerfed. The combo of sizable stats and such a potent effect in a single package warrants a slightly higher cost. Okay. Yeah, I agree. She was pretty good. No one really played her, but she was pretty good. All right, detain. Please don't change it. Uh, yeah, okay. Super good. Super good. Detain to 5. Super nice. This card fucking sucked, so they best have changed it completely. If you cast a spell this round, remove all text from keyword and keywords from an enemy follower. That is good. See, now this card's playable. Beforehand, it was probably the worst card in the game, in my opinion. It was trash. Why would I want to discard a spell for a detain when I could just pick a detain other than this card? If I wanted a detain, I just wouldn't want you. I just wanted a detain in my deck. Yeah, it wasn't usable at all. Now the investigators should have more meaningful, straightforward role, especially in decks built around new Lux while remaining delightfully thematic. I like this card. It's a purify if you've casted a spell, so that's pretty good. No, Mobilize was OP. Mobilize was sleeper OP, and they found out. By effectively turning spell mana into regular mana, yeah, that's what it did. Mobilize offers a rather unique effect, but we think it provides too much potential acceleration for its old cost. Yeah, this card was sleeper OP, and people said this card was shit. They were wrong. This card was nutty. Feels bad, man. Basilisk Rider. +2 and Overwhelm. +1/+1 on overwhelm, but you gave him +1 attack. This bad boy simply offered too much robust stat line for its cost. We want Noxious aggro decks to succeed because they hit hard, not because they're very resilient to removal, so we're lowering the survivability while preserving its offensive potential. Okay. I never really saw anyone play this card, so I mean, whatever. Oh, this card was OP. Oh, it's a slow spell. Is it only changed? Yeah, still super good. I mean, it's not as good, obviously, because you can't cast it in combat, but still super good. A powerful card intended to support Noxious' aggressive game plan. Intimidating grows fast speed also made an extremely powerful defensive trick. Slow speed focuses the card on its intended use while making it less potent as a catch-all tool. Precious Pet, super good. Trash. Yeah, it was very strong as a 1-mana card. Rendering it near auto include, for now we're valuing its role in the card as set up as a cheap aggressive spider, so we're doubling down on that while tossing its old effect backdoor design bank for now. Okay, well, card's okay. The Fearsome helps that a lot for 1 mana. The stun was super nice. the stun was borderline broken, so I can see that change. Reckoning. Just buffed its cost. Yeah. Okay. Do you see what I see? Okay. Time for people to get real mad. She Who Wanders. Regeneration's gone. First of all, that's nice. Obliterate all units with 4 or less power in play and in hand. All followers with 4 or less power in play and in hands. Okay, well, you still fucked up. If the only thing you did was take away regeneration? No, okay, it doesn't get rid of champions. No, okay. No, they still fucked up. It shouldn't get rid of shit in hand no matter what. That is just an anti-fun card. There's no reason on why she should obliterate someone's hand. If you're playing against aggro and you're playing a control deck with She Who Wanders, you win because you're playing control versus the aggro. And the aggro is just never going to be able to keep up with the amount of removal in Freljord and Shadow Isles. It's just not going to happen. Oh, you're playing combo. You want to combo them out? Nope, sorry. All your combo minions are gone. Like, it should never just get rid of shit in hand. Never. Not once. I mean, even at 10 mana, it's still too good. It should never keep it at 9 mana. Take away the shit in hands. This should never remove shit in hands ever. It's whatever. We knew she was the first. We were going to the future because this was one of the Tad overtuned. Yeah, Tad my ass. And you all sure recognize it as well. She Who Wins proved devastatingly powerful with only the narrowest options for counterplay. We particularly didn't like that she obliterated champions. Yeah. Along with the rank and file, She Who Wanders is definitely still intended as a top-rate finisher, but several changes we've made to give opponents more fighting chance, both to win. I mean, it is easier to fight against, don't get me wrong. But still, it should never get rid of shit in hands, ever. I don't think that should be in a game, in general. Avalanche doesn't hit people near Nexus anymore. That's whatever. Art of the Fluff! Did you nerf my boy? They nerfed my boy. Oh, it feels bad. Nerfed his mana by 1. Warning Stones, mana by 1, and health by 1? Oh, come on. You had to give it more health. That shit never died anyways. Scarmaiden Reaver, this card was fucking busted. Nerfed her health by 1. Okay, still super good. Still super good. And for a Blade Seeker, when I'm summoning, give me elusive this ground. It's better than what it was. I'm pretty sure it's better than what it was. Yeah. Stone Seeds reduced by. Oh, never mind. They reduced its. Okay. Grand Allies in hand +1. Garbage for 2 mana. Never gonna play it. I'd rather get +2 for 3. Um. Yeah. It's whatever. That card's. Never gonna play that card anymore. Karina Varaza. 2-1. It's the same thing. Discard top 5 card. They just buffed the mana by 1. Reduce stats. Okay. Still good. Assembly bot. No! My boy! Okay, well, my favorite deck's gone. Fuck! Dude, Assembly bot was busted. That shit was fun as fuck. Man. Ah. That's tragic. That's big sad. Assembly bot was broken. That shit was so fun to play. Oh, man. Oh man, there's another change in my expeditions where Assembly Bot was some of the core of hilarious for the first time at least, but extremely degenerate deck, yeah. While making changes, we're also taking the opportunity to simplify the card's play pattern. Man, this card was super fun. That was my favorite card. Like, out of every single card, Assembly Bot was my favorite card. I mean, oh man, that sucks. Augmented Experimenter. Discard your hand, draw 3. Discard your hand, draw 3. Deal 3 to anything, enemy unit. Okay, this just changes. You can't hit the Nexus anymore. This card kind of sucked. All enemy units still sucks. Eager Apprentice, super fucking good. When I'm summoned, refill your spell mana. When I'm summoned, refill 2 spell mana. Okay, not as good. Not as good. Not as good as all, but this card was pretty much an auto include in a lot of decks. Flame Chompers. I never played it because it sucked because it has 0 attack. It's still never gonna get played. Flash of Brilliance. Oh! Dude, I played this card a bunch. It was super good. Now it's just random spell. Okay. Flash of Brilliance was a fun tool for the 6-cost spells. Matter deck. That was me. Okay. But the Lux changes gave us flex. I didn't play Lux in that deck anyway, so you kind of just gutted me. Flexibility to streamline this card and make it better. It's okay. If it was still create a random 6+ cost spell, I would enjoy that more. A random spell could just be worse than what I played this for. And I technically could play this for free if I had 3 spell mana, but yeah. Rising Spell Force. Give a unit, give an ally. Okay, that's just clarity. Okay, that's whatever. Same thing. Fast instead of burst now. Glimpse Beyond. Oh, yep. It's still gonna always be fucking played because it's still super good. If this changes anything, these two, and probably this one, no, these two. If this changes anything, it's just gonna more people are gonna be playing Ionia because I can bet your ass they ain't changing Deny. So, yeah, it doesn't change much to be honest. Grasp the Undying, fast, drain 3 from enemy and drain 3 from a unit. That just makes it better. The box, we already went over that. Warden's Prey. Last Breath, create in hand another Last Breath follower from any region that costs 3 or less. Oh, that's not bad. Interesting. I don't think it's terrible. Drain 1 to all units, heal your Nexus. Oh, it's not as good. They nerfed it. RIP. Rude Awakening. They just upped its mana cost. The watch list. Okay, yeah. Should have been changed. Should have been changed. Should have been changed. Should have added a Tryndamere here. Tryndamere needs to be changed. He's actually just stupid. Deck expand, deck builders, starter decks. Okay, well, kind of hoped for more. They changed some cards I didn't think needed to be changed. The box, don't think it needed to be changed. It was good as it was. Callista was good as it was. At least it's just a little quality of life. Tiana, no one really fucking played her, so I don't realize why they nerfed her. Detain, going to 5 was good. This was good. This needed to happen because Mobilize was busted and people were sleeping on it. So, Basilisk Rider was okay. This was good. This was probably healthy, but it gutted Yasuo decks a lot. Never really saw anyone play this card, but I mean, seems good. Needed more. Give everything back and just remove the shit from hands, and I'll be happy. That's fine. Didn't need to happen. Didn't need to happen. Fine. Okay, but didn't need to happen. Didn't need to happen. Didn't need to happen in my opinion, but okay, it's fine. Absolutely didn't need to happen because this is my favorite card, so I'm just saying that out of spite. Probably, I don't even think it needed to happen. In all honesty, I don't think this card was busted. This card was never strong enough to just grant me a free win. This is what I built my deck around. Okay, if I built my deck around this and it's not getting me a super solid 1-2 turn win condition, so, yeah, no one's gonna play this card now. So, yeah, killed the best card that I like to play. Fine, trash anyways. Don't think it needed to happen, but it was played a lot, so I can kind of see why. Didn't need to happen. I think he made it worse. I'm not sure. I'll have to play with it, but didn't need to happen in my opinion. Fine. 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 Should have been harder. It should have been 3 mana or something. Fine. Already went over that. Interesting. I don't know yet. Didn't need to happen. Didn't need to happen. So not too excited with the changes. There should have definitely been more changes. And the only reason they touched Shen was because they couldn't touch Fiora, which is like Shen is not the problem in the Fiora deck. And Shen, I never saw anyone play just a Shen something else deck, not once. So yeah, I don't think you needed to change Garen either. Lux needed to change, but I don't think this is good enough. But we'll have to see. You know, maybe I'm just completely wrong once I start playing, but yeah. Alright, well, that's the video, and I will see you guys tomorrow, actually, because I'll be streaming on twitch.tv. Twitch.tv/Lessgently if you want to come watch. So, I think I might be doing a 12-hour stream tomorrow to start it off. Don't know yet. So if you want to come and stop by, say hello, tell me how shit I was with this review, by all means. I'll see you there tomorrow.
The look in your eyes is like a glitter ball. The feel of your skin is like a liquid gold. Don't you know that you're a miracle? And I will